Wow, it's actually here. It only took 5 to 6 days to come, but it's finally here. Hello everyone, welcome. I'm back. This is the first GWC plays in quite a bit, and there's a kind of a GWC of first. This is the first GWC plays with the brand new microphone. So they should start sounding much better now. I have retired the Rock Band microphone. We are now on to pretty good audio now. But speaking of things that aren't pretty good, I gotta talk about getting my copy of Mario 3D All-Stars. But while I do that, I guess I can play one of the games, which, you know, we gotta go into 64. You know what, even though I just played it not that long ago, we're gonna play a little bit of it. We're gonna play maybe 20 minutes of 64, and then we're gonna head right into Sunshine. I probably am not gonna get into Galaxy. I wanna legit wait till I beat Sunshine and 64 before I get there. So, unfortunately, we won't be seeing Galaxy today, but we're going to see a whole lot of 64 and Sunshine. Also, that Mario art, that was the Mario DDR cover right there, which I still want a copy of that. Let's get in 64. You can't go wrong with this game. It's a classic, and I already said all that in my GWC plays for that. You can go watch that if you want to get a refresher, but pretty much I said, hey, this game's sick. Go play it. It's a classic. And I'm happy to play it again. But the one good thing is that since I last played it, there's been a lot of updates since we had that whole Nintendo leaks. Now we have the Luigi stuff confirmed and a whole lot of other things. So honestly, the timing on my part was bad, but it was great at the same time. And I will say, for an emulation, it's pretty sharp right now. That text looks pretty good. And just the models themselves, like they look pretty nice. Mostly looking at that Mario face in the menu, I was like, damn, looks pretty good. This game's still great. This little sec. Oh, I love that little note right there. Oh, dang, the art. Like little assets on screen. It's kind of weird looking. Alright, can I do it? Oh, no. The one thing I do have to say, I will say this before I get into the whole mail situation we get in this game. This is the Japanese version, the Mario 64 Shindo version, I believe, if I'm saying it right. Which this version came a little bit after launch, and it fixed a lot of the glitches. So the endless stairs glitch, the backwards long jump, that is unfortunately patched out, and a few other things. So that's a bit unfortunate. And also the infamous line, "So long, gay Bowser," that is not in here as well because that was only an America thing. Since it's running off of the Japanese version, I believe he just says bye-bye, which is quite sad. I'm gonna try and get to that before I switch to Sunshine. But I guess while I go on auto control, since I played this game a million times, I guess I'll finally talk about this mail situation and like what I've been talking about. Now, originally I planned it where this GWC plays was gonna go up Friday, the release of the game, because I pre-ordered this game legit the day it got announced. Like when I did that video, which I will say, that video of me talking about the 3D All-Stars collection and that limited thing, it's probably the fastest I've ever had a video like go in views. And in terms of likes and comments, so in that sense it was great. But the one thing I did mention there, I was like, yeah, I pre-ordered the game. I'm gonna have it on launch. And boy was I wrong on that. Best Buy kind of screwed the pooch. But honestly, it wasn't even Best Buy. It was UPS. Oh, dang it. Wrong button. Okay, I'm kind of thrown off because A and B are both jump. But pretty much UPS screwed it. What? So like Saturday. Okay, I'll start at Friday. Friday, it says, hey, it's arriving today. I'm like, cool. But I noticed, it only shows that the label's been created on the package, not that it's been delivered. That's a bit weird. I just figured, you know what? It's probably not making it here today. Which it does happen before. When I got Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, it did the same thing where it was like, it was release day and it wasn't like fully shipped out. So I was like, it's all good. Then it said Saturday morning, out for delivery. I was like, oh dope, it's gonna be out Saturday. I'll have like the weekend to play it. It's gonna be great. Then halfway through Saturday, about 3 o'clock, I get a little text message on my phone because I have updates on it. And it says, dear customer, your package failed to be delivered. You were not there to pick it up. And I was just like, now wait a second. I was home all day. I was in my living room all day working on stuff. What's this about I wasn't there? And I was just like, what? So they said, all right, we're not going to deliver it to you. We're going to deliver it to a local UPS store where for packages that don't make it, you can pick them up there. And I was like, that sucks, but it's like, what it is what it is. And it said, all right, we're going to bring it to you next business day. So I was like, ooh, it's Sunday. I don't know how that's going to work. And so throughout Sunday, I kept checking my phone. Like, oh man, maybe it's going to show up on Sunday. Nothing. Monday came, and it said the same thing. It's going to be delivered to the access point. And it never updated. It just stayed like that all through Monday. And I'm just like, dang, where's this package at? Like, it's been a few days. Like, I was expecting Monday. That was my original timeline. Like, you know what? It might not make it here this weekend, but at least it'll be here Monday. So Monday came, nothing. No updates. I don't know where the package is. I'm just like, where's this thing at? Then Tuesday comes, and it's like, I get a message in the morning. Your package is out for delivery. I'm like, nice. It took long enough, but at least it's here today. But then I get a message at 9 in the morning saying, hey, we tried to deliver it to that UPS store and they weren't open. So we just gave up. We're going to try again tomorrow. So yeah, they tried to deliver it even though they would know the hours and it was closed. So they didn't deliver it that day. And throughout the entire day on the UPS tracker, it said, out for delivery today, scheduled delivery time, and it said Wednesday. It's like, but it's Tuesday. Like, what is your tracker doing? And it was just this whole back and forth all throughout the weekend. I'm like, is the package coming here? Is it coming there? And it finally was today, where they were just like, hey, your package is finally at the store. Come pick it up. And I'm like, yes. Because this is the one game I'm like, man, I really do not want any struggles with this game. Especially that it's one of those like limited time things. Like, if UPS screwed up and I couldn't get my package, what am I going to do? Best Buy is probably sold out of them at this point. And I'm really not trying to go eBay prices on it. So I would have been screwed. I was like, I just want my copy. I want to play it. But worst of all was the thing is just like, if you've ever seen that SpongeBob image where it's Squidward looking out the window at SpongeBob and Patrick having fun, that was me this weekend. I was Squidward just looking out the window, everybody I know playing the 3D collection, having fun, like, oh man, look at this looks dope, or oh, this is fun. And I'm like, yeah, I don't have my copy yet. So I was very happy when I finally did get my copy. I legit picked it up about 40 minutes ago from the time of this recording. So I was like, nope, I'm not going to wait anything. I'm just going to get my recording stuff set up. I'm just going to record. Because you know what? I got to mention it just because it's a really funny... just like, I was getting irritated. I was like, come on, UPS. Like, I understand stuff's crazy right now. Everybody's delivering packages. But it's like, dang. Mostly what really got me was just the part about you weren't at your house. It's like, I was there. Where were you at? Oh, messed up. Do I have to do a regular? This isn't fun. Look how slow this is. But I'd rather this than die. I really don't want to die in this battle. Yeah, this is my first time playing this version, so I have to like learn like what stuff, like what's fixed and changed. I think MIPS maybe got fixed too, so I can't even do the skip for the 30-star door. So I don't know. Well, I'll figure it out when I get to that point. But yeah, that's the end of that saga. If you follow me on Twitter, then you've probably seen me describing it. Every day I put an update just like, hey, yeah, this is what happened and here and there. So I was very happy when I finally did get my copy. I'm just like, hey, I can finally play it. And you know, I am pretty happy now playing it. I'm like, hey, it's pretty cool. I will say, it does feel pretty good playing this game on a good controller. No offense to the N64, but the Switch Pro feels quite good. So this isn't that hard of an adjustment. I do like this. The one I'm interested to see control-wise is going to be Sunshine. I'm curious how that one's going to play. Also, that's the one I've seen where it has like the most jank too. Since these are running out emulation, so there's like certain glitches that came from the emulated version that made its way here. I will say again, hey, this does look good. Like whatever emulator they are using or like that they've made for this, like the picture quality on it is quite sharp. Now, is it on the same level as the 64 port? No, because that thing can run in 4K. But for what this is, it's quite nice. And honestly, I think for most kids, like they'll be fine with it. Like that's kind of like the thing I think is like the target audience of people who are really gonna like this. Of course, people who grew up playing it, but it's also gonna be like kids and people who never played these games because there's a lot of 6-year-olds, you know, they weren't around when this game came out, and maybe they don't have emulator or anything else like that. So this collection is kind of perfect for them since, all right, you have 64, you have Sunshine, you have Galaxy all in one. You don't need a computer, you don't need this or that. So it's kind of cool in that aspect. But even then, for me, like someone who was alive when this game came out and just saw how crazy it was back then, it's still really cool playing this collection. Like I'm not really letting the emulating thing, like oh that's like where I draw the line, because I'm just like I kind of expected that. I wasn't expecting like they were gonna remake this. Just knowing Nintendo at this point, how they do. But if they did go the remake route, they probably would use the 64 version as a base, and I really don't want that. The DS version. Sorry, I misspoke. But that DS version, like, it's not bad, but it's definitely not my preferred way to play this game. It's like, nah, give me just Mario. I don't want to play as Yoshi. I don't want to play as Luigi, who's broken. Yeah, I'm still really bad at that star. DS actually made that star way too easy because they put like an extra platform and like a little like gate, and it's like, why do you do that? And made it all easy. It's like, stop. All right. I gotta go in here. I'm just gonna get one of the stars in here. I'm gonna go for this one. Hey, and this music. Now, this music has pretty big importance on this channel. There is something I'm working on that has a very big hand with this music. That's all I'm gonna say right now because I'm still working on it. It's something I talked about in that last update. So you'll just have to wait and see when that video does come out. But just know this song has a very big key into it. Yeah, damn, this song is still really good. Like, I don't need to talk for another 8 hours of how Koji Kondo is a genius. I think I said that enough in the original. But it's like, hey, this song's really good. And yeah, this does look quite nice. Like, maybe it's because like my computer can't run it looking this sharp, but it's a pretty good restoration job, especially like the UI. Like this looks very nice. So yeah, I think we'll do Bowser and then we'll switch over to Sunshine because I do want to try that one out, since that's one that I haven't played on the channel and I actually have quite a bit to say on it. 64, I played a few months ago. I said everything in my speed run. But I was like, nah, I have more that I need to unravel with Sunshine. Yeah, this feels good. Like, maybe the lag stuff is in Sunshine, I'll have to see. But like so far it's playing pretty nice. And I've kind of gotten used to like the camera and like the camera being tied to like the right analog stick rather than like the C buttons. Like, it feels really natural. But also it's how I tie it when I play it on emulator too, so I've already been like used to playing it this way for years now. It's weird seeing that tech so sharp. I'm not used to it. Alright. Bye-bye. Aw, it's not the same. That's kind of sad. It's like, bye-bye. It's like, no. So long, gay Bowser. I know it's not that, but I know it's so long, King Bowser, or A Bowser. Like, so long, A Bowser, but it's still gay Bowser to me. That's what it sounds. Now I'm doing really bad at this. Okay. That's the only sad thing about the 64 version right now, is that it's missing that line. But you win some, you lose some. Bye-bye. Like, oh. Hey, John, editing, can you put the original line right here? Alright, thanks. I just needed to hear that for myself. Ooh, okay. Let's see, actions. Crawl. Alright. Alright, let's turn the title screen. That's another 64. Fantastic game. Now let's get to another fantastic game. And yeah, I said it. Another fantastic game. Sunshine is a good game, and I stand by this entirely. No ifs, no ands, or buts. Sunshine is good. I believe Sunshine gets too much hate. And I will not stand for Sunshine slander. Not on this channel. Okay, maybe in the comments, but not on this channel. You're not going to see it from me. It's a good game. And here's the infamous cutscene. So this is one choice I'm still kind of like, they probably shouldn't have done this. So from here on out, all the cutscenes, everything in this game is 16:9 natively in gameplay. But the cutscenes, they decided to crop to 16:9. So as you can see at the top, the welcome to Isle Delfino, like the L is kind of cropped, and like the full TV screen isn't showing everything. But honestly, I can understand why they did it, because maybe it was too much of a weird switch where it switches from 4:3 to 16:9 in gameplay. But this is probably the best they could do, because I honestly don't think they even have the original source files for this cutscene anymore, or any of this stuff. Like, it might not exist anymore. Like, maybe they took care of it and they actually legit have it in their system still, but it's tough to say. Because if they did, they can easily probably just reframe it to fit 16:9 with no issue. But also, this port came very quick. I believe they started developing all this stuff back in February. So it was a really quick turnaround. Press A. This looks weird, seeing it, seeing the full screen stuff. Subtitles. Let's start. And of course, because it is emulated, you cannot skip the cutscene. So we gotta watch the 5-minute unskippable cutscene, so you get the full Sunshine experience. It's moving. No, boys, don't touch that stuff. Yeah, if you've watched my Super Mario World not the Redemption, the Impractical playthrough, I mentioned how when I first got a GameCube, I didn't put the memory card in all the way, so when I got it on Christmas, every time I played Sunshine that day, I wasn't saving. So I watched this opening cutscene and like the cutscene following it legit like 3 to 4 times that whole day. But thankfully, I learned at the end of the day, hey, okay, push it in all the way. The other thing is, I was scared of pushing the memory card in to the point where I would like break it, because I just got the system. So I didn't push it in all the way. But thankfully I did, because it would have been pain trying to get through this game with no memory card.
Power up complete. Thank you for purchasing this.
Now this next part I'm going to be quiet on, because apparently there's some weird thing they did to like remove a button. So they like removed, or like they edited a voice line. So I kind of want to hear it. It's when the tutorial part's happening.
A flash liquidizer ultra dowsing device. I hope to be of assistance. Proceeding with user instruction.
Right, I'm gonna be quiet during this whole thing.
Use the button to shoot water from my tank.
I don't think it's that one.
If you press the button, you can stop.
It sounds kind of funny though. If you press
the stick to aim in
you can press the
direction.
button.
Press the X button to switch to the hover nozzle. You can then press the button to hover in the air for a short time.
Press the button.
If this tank is empty, no water can be sprayed. To refill tank, enter a body of water and press the button.
Okay, that does sound kind of funny.
Complete. Proceed.
But why can't they just use R button? Because the Switch does have an R button, even though it's like... Yeah, it does have an R button next to the ZR. Okay, that's how they did it. Okay. Okay, that's the Z button. So the R button is the standalone if you're just gonna stand and shoot, and ZR if you're running. I was always wondering how they were gonna do that, because that was the biggest thing when it came to like GameCube games on Switch, is like how they're gonna do the analog, and especially with this game. So I'm happy they did finally find a solution in that. So that would probably be the way that some GameCube games would have to be on there, is they'd have to do something like that to accommodate like not having the analog stuff anymore. Well, honestly, I'm fine with this control method. Just just using ZR as just a mandatory run and gun, and then using regular R for the shoot, and then if I want to do that, if I just click in, and I can get into the regular shooting one again. And I will say right now, this does look good. This one looks great as well. Like the UI's clean. Mario and the textures look nice. Like this is a good one too. I'm curious if those performance issues are gonna come up, because they say when you get to Delfino, there's a lot of performance issues in certain spots in the map. So I'm curious if that's gonna show up there. Because they say this is definitely the, in terms of performance, kind of the worst one of the pack, while Galaxy is considered the best. But I won't be getting the Galaxy today. I might do a separate GWC plays on that one.
Court is now in session.
And here we go, the cutscene. I watched this cutscene quite a bit that day.
Using some paint-like substance. The accused is charged with polluting our beautiful home, and yes, endangering our very way of life.
Yeah, they couldn't stretch that one out because it would look too funny.
How can one not be aware of what is going on? Though it is daytime in Delfino Plaza, our poor residents tremble beneath a veil of darkness. Expert Shine scholars have determined that this darkness has arisen because all of our guardians, the Shine Sprites, have vanished from their gathering spot at the Shine Gate. The reason? It's quite obvious. This horrible graffiti is to blame. Behold this sketch of the perpetrator based on eyewitness descriptions. The truth is obvious. The guilty party sits among us. It is none other than
Objection.
Mario.
Overruled. I judge the defendant guilty as charged. I hereby order the defendant to clean this entire island.
I don't know what that image of Mario there always cracked me up. Just like,
shall not be
whoa.
allowed to leave. Court adjourned.
This appears to be quite a predicament, Mario. Data analysis verifies that the island's inhabitants are indeed troubled by pollution, but the pollution itself is not the main problem. Mario, you witnessed this object at the airstrip, correct? It is a Shine Sprite. Shine Sprites are the source of power on Isle Delfino. They used to gather in great numbers at the Shine Gate, but the graffiti incident has polluted the island and most of the Shine Sprites have fled. There is no longer any power to support the peaceful lifestyle of the islanders. It is most pitiable.
I don't know, I was just thinking about that commercial for Sunshine with that little catchy jingle.
The world a special place. Cherish life and never waste.
Everyone loves a sunshiny day. We're gonna keep it that way. Let's clean is better than dirty, and dirty's meaner than clean.
Like that commercial kind of always got me psyched to play the game. Like when I was in the movie theaters back in the day and that commercial came on the big screen, or when you're waiting in line to get like popcorn, you see that Sunshine commercial. As corny as it was, it got me psyched. Because when Christmas came, I was like, oh, I've been waiting to play this game. And I was. It was like, let me play Melee, but let me get right into Sunshine.
First job's to get rid of all that
You'll know if you start slacking off. Yeah, this looks good. Like, it's like honestly the reason I got this too is this one because like I like all the games in this collection is I don't have to bust out my GameCube to play this. Now I can just bust out this version. Like as long as the performance issues aren't awful, this will probably be my preferred way of playing. And I know this emulation too. Like that probably would be the preferred method, but my computer is trash. And I don't know if it can run Dolphin smooth. Like I know there's low-end versions, but the low-end version for me might be like in standard, barely HD. And it's like at that point, I'm better off just playing it on the GameCube. Like at least here it's in HD to a certain degree and upscaled.
Princess, look! On the statue's head!
And I'll take that. But now I'm gonna get into this first level. I don't know how much I'll be able to play because these, compared to 64 where everything's way faster, getting the sprites in this game actually are a bit more time consuming. So I might only do like one or so. Well, no, I always liked this game. I don't know what it was, but I always did like it. I thought the flood mechanic was cool. I liked the level design. Now, it's not to say there's not some things in this game that are bad. Like some of the blue coins and going for that stuff kind of sucks because some of them are hidden extremely well. And there's just certain sprites in the game that are awful, like the pachinko one or the sandbird. Like there's some really bad ones in this game that I always regret trying to do. Or God, the Chuckster one where you don't have flood. Oh man. Any of the flood levels, those are my favorite levels in the game. Don't get me wrong, but some of them can be really annoying. But you know, every game's gonna have some jank and some garbage in there. And they're not bad enough that they ruin the whole experience. I'd like to hope my dog barking in the background's not coming on the microphone. If you don't hear anything cool, if you hear it, I apologize. That means I couldn't do anything in editing to fix it. It's like I tried. Alright, well I'm not gonna go for the blue coin right now. That's definitely an off-camera thing. And I did actually, like, thanks because I had the strategy guide, where some people were gonna discredit, like, you didn't actually 100% it because you had the strategy guide. But thanks to the strategy guide, I was able to 100% this game. And you know what I will say? It was not worth it. As cool as the shirt you get from Mario looks, I don't know if I'm gonna go for it again here. Maybe, but I'll have to see. That was the only thing I was like, man, that was a lot of hard work to get that. And I don't know if I'm ready to go down that path again. That was a lot of stuff. But I don't know, I'll see. Because honestly, the one I know for sure I'm gonna 100% is gonna be 64, and it's gonna be Galaxy, because I never 100%ed Galaxy. I've only played it once. And that was back in 07 when it came out. And I was kind of trading off. My cousin would take some levels and I would play some. So I never sat down and fully played Galaxy just by myself or got all the stars. So I'm honestly really excited for that one. That's gonna be the one I'm looking forward to the most. But I want to get through this and 64, so it's like an after dinner mint. You had a great meal, which is 64 and Sunshine, and you have that mint that just takes it home, and that dessert. And Galaxy's that dessert to me. I'm just like, ooh, I'm excited to get to it. I got through the meal. It was nice. It was a little heavy in the middle, but I'm excited for that dessert. So once I finish these, I want to get on the Galaxy, and this should be pretty fun. The thing is, I also liked how this game played too. Like it played really well, just platforming wise. And it's probably why the flood sections, like the floodless parts, are my favorite section. I just like how the platforming feels in this game. Like it just felt like a huge step up compared to 64. Like in camera and everything else. And I understand this is definitely not going to be everyone's like favorite Mario game. And I wouldn't say it's like my all-time favorite, but it's a good game. Like I do enjoy playing it. Like I'll pop it in from time to time. Like every few years or so, I pop it in. I maybe don't finish it, but I'll play a good minute of it. Maybe to like 20 or so sprites. But I play a good chunk. Actually, I'll save real quick, just safety. Continue playing? No. I think we'll call it there. I think I'll check out the soundtrack, and I think we'll go from there. I just wasn't gonna be a long one. I just wanted to just get on it, touch on the the mail stuff, getting this copy, and the struggle. But also just play a little bit too. Let's check out 64.
It's me, Mario.
Peach's message. Dire Docs. The Nintendo 64 system gave this Mario adventure a more realistic instrumental sound than any prior game in the series. Yep. The soundtrack enhanced player experiences with arrangements that smoothly transitioned between each 3D space. And it did. The soundtrack was amazing. It was great. Sunshine. Enjoy the bouncy tropical sounds of Isle Delfino, released here for the first time. The ever-catchy Delfino Plaza theme boasts a bounty of variations. Some classic Mario melodies also turn up, like the underground music from Mario Bros. Newly arranged here is Shadow Mario's theme. Where's that? I love Rico Harbor so much. It has some awful sprites. Like the blooper race, don't even get me started. But the music, the music makes it worth it in the end. And this music too. Like, you can't go wrong with this one. For the flood levels. They really got everything. 58 tracks. Yeah, they got everything. That's pretty cool. Galaxy. Where is it? This soundtrack marks the first use of a full orchestra in the Super Mario series. The bright, bittersweet, and inspiring sounds of the score work to capture the majesty of space exploration. These tracks were originally released in Japan as a 2-disc Club Nintendo exclusive. And still to this day, that bothers me. Nintendo, like Club Nintendo in the US got shafted so hard because in Japan they had the Mario Galaxy soundtrack. They got Mario Kart. They got Majora's Mask as a Club Nintendo reward. While we got Nintendo-themed postcards, stickers. And it wasn't until like the final moments where maybe we started getting some actually cool stuff like the Smash Brothers CD. But nah, for the most part, we didn't get anything cool. I was like, man, they get the soundtrack. I want that. But it is what it is. Although hearing this music really makes me want to get on Galaxy right now. But I will wait. I'll get to it But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this GWC plays. It was definitely like a wordy one. I got to get back into the string of things. I haven't done one of these in a few weeks, so I got to get back into that flow of things. But it was fun to play this. I'm happy it's finally here. And you know what? At least for me, I think I'm gonna enjoy this quite a lot. Like, just looking at it, like for what it is right now, it's like I think the upscaled look of it is quite nice. It plays good. And I'm just happy to have these games in a more convenient fashion. Like, I don't have to keep my GameCube or my Wii or N64 to play these games, which I like that. So, yeah, that's going to be it for me here. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, I'm John, GWC, and I will see you later. Peace. Or as Mario said, bye-bye.